everyone. Welcome back to Open, and we welcome back our next guest. Three times the charm, right? Three times the charm. We've got singer, songwriter, and producer hailing from the Bronx and raised in the church where his passion for music blossomed. He soon realized his true calling was R&B, and since has been working behind the scenes as a songwriter and vocal producer for local talent around New York City. But he released 3 EPs and a full-length album entitled Creative, and we're going to talk about this journey because we've had him on like within the past decade 3 times. Everyone, please welcome back singer-songwriter and producer Winston Ward, and welcome. And I think it's so important that we mention that your first appearance here in Open was in 2014.
Yes.
And your second appearance was in 2021
Yes.
During what I call the Great Pause,
Yes,
right? So that was a
yes.
virtual interview, and here you are in 2024, 10 years later,
Yeah.
and you've come such a long way, and it has
Thank
been
you.
our absolute honor and privilege to document your journey. So
Yes.
thank you for always coming back
Of
to
course.
us.
Thank you so much for having me. I think it's a privilege for me to be here, honestly.
We feel the same way. I love that. I
Yes.
love that reflection.
Yes,
Yeah, because
yes.
prior to getting on air, we were having the conversation about the time that we spent during our virtual interview. Well,
Yes.
2014, I looked at an image of that and I was like, oh, yeah, 10 years ago. Look at that baby face,
Right, right.
And it's all good. It's all good. We're still rocking it, right? But
course.
2021 was very, it was an impactful interview because at that time we were still dealing with the pandemic.
Yes.
And we were all still isolated,
Yes.
and we were still offering interviews, but we were doing it virtually.
Yes.
And I felt like there was a different exchange that was occurring between myself and our guests, and especially artists
Yeah.
who have rediscovered themselves as you did during that time.
Yes, yes. I think that time was a great moment of reflection. And I think it allowed me to really understand who I am as an artist and realize that being in the background is okay, but sometimes being in the background means that you're hiding or suppressing your own talents. And during that time, I said, I'm no longer doing that. So.
Yeah, and I mean, you took charge. I remember. I mean, we interviewed. Well, I interviewed, but I always say we because it takes a team.
Yes,
Even though
yes,
it was
yes.
just you and I, there was a team managing everything on the
Of
back
course.
end, and you created your own studio.
Yes.
I was referring to it as Cool Blue because it was really nice, right? But the idea really is that you took matters into your own hands and you
Absolutely.
started producing yourself without
Yes.
having to rent out a studio, obviously, because we had limitations at the time,
Absolutely.
which put you in this position of like just kind of spitting them out, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, and I think that even birthed something else because now I currently have my own recording studio, like outside of my own, bedroom, for the lack of a better term. And
TMI,
right,
nobody
TMI,
knows
TMI.
about it until you mentioned it. No, it's all good.
but yeah, so I think it birthed just me putting my music forward, but also me driving my entrepreneurial side as well too. So definitely excited about that. And then although it was a tough time, I think it birthed so many beautiful things.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, we were speaking very candidly regarding anxiety,
Yeah.
regarding image,
Yeah.
regarding being in the front and being okay with that.
Yeah. I think it was just acceptance, right? Me learning how to accept myself as myself, And I think for a while being behind the scenes, it was okay for me because I didn't have to be seen.
Right.
But now realizing my authenticity, realizing my worth is paramount for me, and I wear that proudly now. So.
Yeah, and we're happy to show it to our viewers,
Yes.
because you accomplished an entire album.
Yes.
You've got 3 EPs, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
today you're going to be performing a new one, or what are we?
So the song that I'm performing is called No Reason. It's a song that I put out on my first album, Creative, but it's a song that every time that I go out to perform, people are always saying, I love that song. And I think every artist has that one song that everyone loves and gravitates to. And just by the reaction of everyone, I think that's the one song that I have.
Yeah, well, good. I'm looking forward to hearing it. But before
Yes.
we even jump to that, I want to talk a little bit about how you have been able to sustain in your artistry as a producer, and also streaming these songs, you know,
Yes.
online, what that's done for you.
I think music is a form of therapy. I mentioned it in my last interview, and I think the reason that I've been able to stand the test of time is because I put into my music the things that I'm going through. So anytime that I'm facing a tough situation, or even if some of my friends are facing tough situations, I kind of work through them vicariously and put that in my music. And a lot of people, they may say, oh, well, doesn't that make you depressed? And I'm like, no, I actually feel liberated because I'm able to put my experiences and the experiences of my family and friends in my music, and I can kind of live through that.
And not only that, it's a release, because you know, when you do that, you're releasing it from your body, so you're
Yes.
not holding on to it and harboring it, where you know it can turn into something else.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And so the fact that I just get excited to highlight artists who have been on this journey, who have shared their journey with us, who are transparent about their
Yes.
journey, and who are excelling in their journey, because you're
Yes.
excelling. I mean,
Yes.
come on, you've got a whole album, and you've
Yes.
got 3 EPs, and you're now coming back in studio. Whereas, you know, I also want to acknowledge you for, at the time, right, when we were doing the virtual interviews, mi gente, the artists, you know, it was just such a sentimental exchange, because the artists were actually taking the time to record their own performances and then submitting it to us, and then we were adding it into the final product of a show. And that requires that collaboration, that understanding of yes, we all had to become, you know, crew members, our own crew
Yeah.
members, technicians. We had to do everything ourselves. You know, I love being in studio because everybody's here, right? I'm like, oh great, I don't have to worry about lighting, I don't have to worry about nothing.
Right.
However, that being said, it was a test of really our ability to just break through
Yeah.
whatever those barriers were, even in mostly being isolated,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
finding a way to share it,
Yeah.
right? And so I acknowledge you as one of our artists, because
Yes.
again, it was a big deal for us to put you guys on, because the artists were hurting the most at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you didn't have public venues to perform at.
Exactly. And I think also during that time, it was hard for us to do obviously we couldn't do any type of interview, so to even be acknowledged during that time was definitely important, because of the lack of it. So and I also just want to just thank you for holding space for artists, because I think it's like I said, it was a tough time for us, and I think just you and everyone at Open just being able to do it. And like you said, we had to be our own crew, our own lighting crew and everything. So it was definitely an experience, but a great one, I think.
And here we are in 2024. You're going to perform for us in our open set. So what are you going to present for us before we go to break?
I am going to be performing No Reason off of my first project, Creative.
All right, Winston Ward, everybody. And you know what? I don't even think we're going to take a break. We're going to go straight to his performance. So here now to perform No Reason, let's give it up for Winston Ward.
Just 'cause it's Monday, no special occasion, I just wanna love you for no reason, baby. Just 'cause it's Tuesday, I'm gonna send some flowers your way. You know Wednesday, girl, that's love day. Thursday, I think you deserve a back rub. And Friday, I'll pay to get your nails done. Oh, baby, Saturday is my day. I'ma chef you up some good food. And Sunday, I'ma thank the Lord, 'cause it's a blessing to be loving you. Oh, yeah, for no reason. I just wanna please you, baby, for no reason. I'ma do these things for you, baby, for no reason. I'ma make you feel special, baby, for no reason. I just wanna love you, baby, for no reason. Oh, yeah. I'll clean up the house. I'll cook your food, baby. Anything you need from me, baby, 'cause you deserve it. You deserve it, yeah, for no reason. I just wanna please you, baby, for no reason. I'ma do these things for you, baby, for no reason. I'ma make you feel special, baby, for no reason. I just wanna love you, baby, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Oh my, Winston. Okay, Winston just sang the makeup song, okay? I highly recommend every man stream that song, okay? I was like, yes, for no reason, oíste? Winston Ward, everyone. Once again, for more information, you can check him out on Instagram at Winston Ward Music. For no reason. Stay tuned. There's more open when we return. Bravo, bravo.